it's for Marie, and can you wear white after Labor Day? Of course you can, as long as you have something white that you can wear, right? Anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about the ongoing saga of this unfinished dress. I am going to chat about some skirts, and more skirts, some that have been started but I need to finish, some that need to be altered, and so stick around. So for those of you that are new to my channel or not sure what I'm referring to in regard to this dress, this is the McCall's and it is 8036 and it's a wrap dress. And I had made one for Mother's Day in a rayon challis, and it was just the wrap dress that with the ties, and I really wanted to challenge myself and make the button down version, which is the model is wearing. This calls for, if you were to do the button, it calls for 2 centimeter buttons or 3/4 inch buttons. I decided to go with a larger, excuse me for turning, a larger buttonhole and make one more. So I actually sewed 8 buttonholes and I used 1/8 inch size, like a hole for that large of a button. And I am really still indecisive. These are faux, I think they're faux wood. They could be real wood. They're made in Portugal. It doesn't say if they're machine washable, but I'm assuming they are if they're sold in, big box fabric stores in the button department. I'm sure you can throw these in the washer. I like these because I think that you can get more use of this linen dress. This is a natural medium weight linen. I made it with the sleeves, decided not to do the reversible version. I'll show it, I'll insert a picture so you can see the whole thing. And I like this because I just feel like you can change up the look a little bit more. But I also thought these were really pretty. They're a green, these are made in Thailand. They feel definitely plastic, but they have this pretty interesting cutout detail, but they're green. And so it's crisp. I think that would be great for spring. You could tie in the color with a scarf. But again, I think that would be a little bit limiting. So it's just really a matter of getting those buttons sewn on. And actually too, I need to get a button cutter. I don't want to use the scissors and risk destroying the dress. So I need to get the proper tool, and it's a chisel-like tool. And so I think I need to order that online. So I need to wrap this up, and my goal is before the month is over, I would love to finish it and wear it. So yeah, you can wear, off-whites and whites to your heart's desire. There shouldn't be a rule that says no white after Labor Day. Anyway, so let's move on to the next, which is behind me, and those skirts. All right, so this skirt is 5430. It's tried and true. I'll link it if it's still available. And this is another wrap. It's a wrap skirt. Me and wraps go well together. So this particular skirt has it's got a self ties. I love the wide band, and they call it a pleat that cascades. So it's right in this area. So there is some pleating involved on the top, but it's cut kind of in a semicircle, and then the way it's constructed, it just kind of cascades down the side, and it's very pretty and drapes. So this is in a brown linen cotton blend, and I found it in a fabric store that was going out of business, unfortunately. In my bin of needing to be finished items for a while. I'm trying to remember what the deal was on this. I think it was just a matter of hand sewing, which I like to do. It was just a time thing. but the facing on the inside, the finished facing, just needs to be hand sewn. So it's just like a slip stitch or something. So really, and it's pretty expansive, as you can see, so it's going to take a little time. So it's just a matter of sitting down, maybe watching a good television program or listening to an audiobook and getting to work and getting that done. So I think that was pretty much it on this one. I've tried it on, I love it. It's going to be a great boot skirt for the fall. I love it. Oh, I know another thing. I didn't have the little the fastening for the inside, so I needed to get that as well. So I need to finish that as well. Then on the second skirt, I do remember what the challenge was. It was just a matter of not having time for either the hand sewing elements or having, like, you always stop if you don't have a specific material. Like with that dress, I want that specific buttonhole sharp chisel so that I can get a fine cut in those buttons. So everything went to a halt. On this one, I did the same look with that pleat and that little cascading front because I liked it so much. And this is the same, it's just that same linen cotton blend, only it's in more of a, it has very dark, almost navy and denim. And there's a pocket. I don't know if I added this. I'm not sure. I have to look at the pattern. Anyway, on this one I did get the hand stitching done on the waistband. It's finished. But what I wanted on the hem was I wanted to cover the serged edges. In fact, I want to do it on that first skirt as well. I don't like that totally. It's a good finish to control those fibers from fraying, but as far as a professional finish on the inside, I wasn't crazy about it. So I wanted some lace. So this is a navy flex hem lace, and I didn't have enough, and the fabric stores didn't carry them. So I had to end up ordering that online, and so I finally got the materials that I needed.
Another skirt that would be great for fall that is also a wrap skirt is McCall's 7129. It has waist ties, it is reversible, side pockets, and it is flare or semi-fitted, and you can vary the length of this skirt. The skirt is also beginner friendly. It is a learn to sew pattern. The size ranges from 8 to 24, and suggested fabrics are medium weight wovens such as cotton blends, linen, gingham, and sateen. I think you could also use a beautiful lightweight wool for this skirt as well.
And here it is. It's in progress, a work in progress. So check out this skirt. Obviously it doesn't have the waistband. I just have a nice straight edge with a nice hem inside, lined with some cotton, and there is that funky, fun, vintage fabric with all kinds of cool things. Perfect, I think, for the fall. A great conversation piece. Check it out. Lots of goodies to eat, and definitely something to wear when you're having lunch, a picnic lunch, or cooking in the kitchen, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, this is called Grandma's Kitchen, and it is a Waverly bonded fabric called Grandma's Kitchen. And I found it in an antique shop. So I washed it, and I have enough to make this fun skirt, and maybe even a couple of other small items. So I've got the perfect shoes to go with this, and I think it would also be a great boot skirt. And then I am working on let me see if I can find the pattern. I'm working on a crop top to go with it, and it's a Burda pattern, and it is my first Burda, so I chose a simple one. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. My sewing room is a little bit of a disaster. I need to reorganize it, so hold on. Found it. Okay, I found it. So this is the Burda pattern, and this is called robe dress. It's Thito. Okay, so basically it reminds me of like a kimono style top or tunic. The front piece, back piece, there's a belt. Obviously I wouldn't need that for the cropped version. Okay, and then there is a back and front yoke piece that's cut on the fold. So I'm using this really soft, neutral cotton blend. I think there might be a tiny bit of linen in it. Some vintage piping that I found. You'll see it behind me up here. There's a huge spool of it, and yeah, it was a little dusty and faded, but it ties in perfectly with the skirt, and I can't wait to get that put together. That'll be a fun make and wear. So, one more skirt, hold on. This one should still be around. This is Simplicity 2058, the amazing fit. It is princess seams, a flare that starts below the hip, which is flattering for all figures. It says it right on the pattern, but I agree. And the waist it falls at the natural waistline with smooth, flat facing. It comes in slim, an average, and a curvy. And this one I've made a couple. And this particular skirt is fine, except that it's too big. There's nothing wrong with the pattern and the construction of itself. It's just the body changes, and alterations sometimes need to be had. This is just it's a simple cotton that I lined it with, and it looks like it's clashing on the camera, but it blends in nicely. And this is a beautiful washed linen, and I am almost positive that I got this. I splurged and ordered it from Merchant and Mills, and it came all the way from England, but then this was pre-pandemic, so it was not horribly expensive. Now I'm not sure with shipping, but I was so excited to get this. It's nice and thick, so I don't have to wear a slip because of that self-facing, and it's warm, so this is definitely going to be a good skirt to wear in the fall and even maybe into the winter months, because I live on the West Coast, so it's not really a true snowy winter where I live. Anyway, I'm trying not to buy anything because I need to finish what I've started. But this is really pretty. It was in a quilting store, and I thought, well, this would be perfect to go like a mask to wear as a mask, or even I could do a small scarf with this. So it's a really soft, beautiful cotton, and yeah, maybe I'll do something with that. So that's it on the skirt front. As always, thanks for watching. Happy crafting, happy sewing, happy September. See you next time in the sewing room. Bye.